What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on Justice League Unlimited. And today I'm checking out Season 2, Episode 4, titled Task Force X. Guys, Suicide Squad. Are they gonna be in this episode? I hope so. I'm gonna assume off that title. And if that's the case, then Amanda Waller will be in the episode. And this episode will be a continuation of the Cadmus story, which I've been enjoying so far. Like, this Cadmus story has been so interesting. Last episode, the reveal of Doomsday being a clone of Superman, and then them fighting a volcano. Like, it was dope. And then the conflict between Batman and Amanda Waller, good back and forth. Lex Luthor campaigning to become president of the United States. Like, this is a very interesting story, and I'm invested. But before we get to the episode, make sure you follow my socials: Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. They all have the same username, lowercase DC_enthusiast1. Also, go check out my website, dcenthusiast.com, where you can watch all my full episode reactions, including the one for this episode. But yeah, guys, with all that being said, it's time to welcome the Suicide Squad. Huh. Who is that?
There's still time, Mr. Lawton.
Oh, Deadshot.
I'm sure.
Floyd Lawton.
By all means. Huh. My chair's already taken. Guess we'll have to come back tomorrow.
Who are you? What is this? You can't just come in here.
Is that Rick Flag?
Release the prisoner. But release him.
Alright, Deadshot is joining the Suicide Squad.
Justice League.
Oh, Watchtower, okay.
Always did want to die for my country.
Dude, oh, that's a good line.
You know, this might not be the best place to talk. Our friends up in the sky have very good ears and eyes.
True.
No problem, convict. The previous tenant.
I like how he calls him convict. It's making me think of Akon song, Smack That. Stand up, convict.
George Harkness,
Ooh.
aka Captain Boomerang.
Okay, Captain Boomerang.
Temple Fugit, the Clock King.
Clock
Diana,
King.
tactician, expert with locks and systems infiltration. And Betty Sanssouci, current alias Plastique.
Plastique. She's the bomb girl, right? She just throws bombs.
I've seen the pictures.
And that's all you're gonna see, killer.
Killer.
Let's get stuck into the business at hand,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, speed bars. Wasn't that like the Flash did a commercial for those bars? Dude, I love the references.
Rick, Boy Scout.
Boomer, meet the package. The Annihilator.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. The Annihilator. That was the weapon from the Hawk and Dove episode. Vibes coming. But still. Oh, snap. Oh, snap! Vigilante.
You boys have a good explanation for what you're doing on A-Deck?
The Shining Knights and the Atom Smasher.
Can't slip anything past you. Take him down.
Yeah, they got the Annihilator on their side, but they also got Atom Smasher. Let's go. Dude, I want to see Vigilante versus Deadshot. Oh, come on, Shining Knights. Oh. Oh, oh, that was smooth. He pulled him out. Boom. You're not gonna shoot him. He's literally invisible. Ooh. Oh, dude. Yeah, they're not getting out of here. He took them out like that. Yeah, Boomerang, don't try, Rick Flag. It's too late. Oh, dude. Deadshot said screw it. He focused on the job. I respect it. Like, Plastique, she's done. She got greedy. She should've left. Ooh.
They thought of everything.
Rick Flag's probably gonna be pissed though. Like, he wanted to leave with his whole team, and oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew he'd be pissed.
5 years. You sign up for missions like this for 5 years. If you survive, then you go free. You don't
5
like
years, the Suicide Squad.
Correctional.
Yep.
Tell me, Colonel, what's Waller got on you?
Not a thing. Some of us don't have to be blackmailed into serving their country.
I don't know about that though.
Don't you understand? We can't trust him.
Jean.
Who is that guy though?
Anyone now.
Wow. But yeah, guys, moving on to the review portion of this video, I first want to talk about this episode was part 5 in the Cadmus storyline, this overarching narrative. Part 1 was season 1, episode 6, Fearful Symmetry. Part 2 was episode 9, Ultimatum. Part 3 was episode 10, Dark Hearts. Then moving into season 2, part 4 was last episode, the Doomsday section, and this episode is part 5. We see Amanda Waller send out Colonel Rick Flag Jr. to recruit the Suicide Squad and go on mission to the Watchtower to retrieve the Annihilator, this all-powerful weapon that could fight off against the Justice League. Because what Cadmus is trying to do is clone a bunch of things, make weapons, retrieve weapons, so if the Justice League go rogue, they have a fighting chance. So yeah, I really like how this episode was just involved with the overall Cadmus narrative, and it pushed it forward. We actually got some progress. But moving on to my next topic, let's talk about Rick Flag Jr., Colonel Rick Flag Jr. He was an important character in this episode. He recruited our Suicide Squad, but I first want to talk about his brief interaction with Amanda Waller at the end, when Amanda Waller tells him that his father would have been proud. And he respects that. And it shows that Rick Flag, at least this version, is very patriotic. His line to Deadshot at the end where he's like, I don't need blackmail to serve my country. I serve it because I'm patriotic. Like, that really hits home. It was a strong line. And another thing I like about his character in this episode was how he cares for his team. In the middle of the episode, where him and Captain Boomerang find the Annihilator, and Boomerang's like, let's get out of here, like, we don't got time to stay, and Rick Flag is like, no, let's wait for our team, they'll make it. And when they arrived, Plastique and Deadshot, seeing Rick Flag smile and just happy about his team being together, it just showed his character. And later in the episode, when Deadshot shot Plastique's bomb and they left her behind, and seeing Rick Flag's response to that, his reaction, him punching Deadshot in the stomach, being like, why'd you do that? It just shows how much Rick Flag cares for his team. He's a true leader. He's not gonna leave anybody behind, no matter the circumstance. And that's his character in the comics. They showcase that expertly in this episode. It's perfect. This might be the best interpretation of Rick Flag's character. Now, moving on to the next topic, let's talk about the Suicide Squad themselves. We had Deadshot, Plastique, Captain Boomerang, and the Clock King. A good team, a lot of good interactions, a small team, but I think it worked out. Like, just having 4 members, 5 if you include Rick Flag, I think it was a good idea, because sometimes the Suicide Squad in other media could be a huge team, but not every member gets their moments, where every member in this episode got their moments. And let's first start out with the Clock King. We haven't seen the Clock King since Beats has, I think. I think that's the last time we saw him in the DCAU, and he's a very underrated Batman villain. How he talks, like the voice actor does a great job, and just how Clock Deadshot King focuses on every single little second. He's like, hey, you guys are 14 seconds behind, you guys speed up, and how he's invested in the mission and how he acted in this episode, really well done. I loved his character. Now, next up, let's talk about Plastique. She was an important character. How she interacted with Deadshot, their flirtatious vibe at the end, where she got a little greedy and tried to kill Atom Smasher, and she got left behind. That was the wrong choice. But yeah, she had a lot of charisma. I liked her character. And let's talk about now Captain Boomerang, who he actually got the least spotlight, but he was still awesome. He showed up before in season 2, I think it was season 2 or 1 of the OG Justice League series, and the two-parter Eclipse storyline that focused on Flash, where at the beginning of that storyline, we see Flash is doing a commercial for the speed bars. Well, those speed bars actually showed up in this episode again, and in that commercial, we saw Captain Boomerang. And to see Captain Boomerang back, and just his Australian accent, how he acts, and when he throws those boomerangs is so cool. Now, let's talk about Deadshot. I think Deadshot was the main character of this episode. He was really in the spotlight. The episode began with him, and he got introduced to the idea of the Suicide Squad. We got the exposition dump of the bomb in the head, and we got to learn a little bit about Floyd Lawson. We hadn't seen Deadshot since the Aquaman two-parter in season 1 of Justice League, where he got interrogated by Batman. And yeah, Deadshot is a great character. He was cool in that two-parter, but he was even better in this episode. How he just goes off script, but still manages to go along with the mission in some way. Like, he makes the episode more entertaining, and he's the best marksman. And that moves on to my next topic. Actually, what should I call this? Because I'm going to mention the Atom Smasher, Vigilante, and Shine Knight. Let's call this Superheroes Cameos, okay? That's what this topic will be called. We had Atom Smasher in this episode. He fought against the Annihilator. He got beats, and he almost got killed by Plastique, but still, they were boxing. That fight between the Atom Smasher and Annihilator was so cool. We also got Deadshot and Vigilante. That's what I wanted to mention, okay? Like, Deadshot, okay, he's a great marksman, but seeing him go up against Vigilante just for a short while was really cool. I like this version of Vigilante. It's way different from the comics, but I dig it. And continuing the 7 Soldiers of Victory vibe, we also had the Shining Knights. The Shining Knight with his sword, like that sword every time he swinged it was so epic, and him fighting against Colonel Rick Flag Jr. and Captain Boomerang, it was so dope. And some other heroes that showed up, we had Captain Atom. He actually unintentionally helped the Suicide Squad, he's trying to save people. And then we also had John Stewart, the Green Lantern, and mainly Martian Manhunter. That final fight, we see Martian Manhunter put his hand through Deadshot, take out Plastique by turning into a cobra, and then Martian Manhunter fight against the Annihilator. It was so good, well choreographed, and in the end, they lost. The heroes lost. That moves on to my final topic. Yeah, I'll actually call this the final topic. The last topic in this video, the infiltration of Cadmus. Now there are staff members in the Watchtower that are working for Cadmus. At the end, where John Stewart tells Martian Manhunter that we can't trust anybody. So Cadmus is moving in. We're really getting progress, and it adds to the tension. It adds a lot of suspense to the story, and I love that. Like, guys, this Cadmus story is amazing so far. But yeah, guys, that's all I gotta say about this episode. It's one of my favorite episodes in the DCAU, for sure. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. A masterpiece. Like, every character in this episode was showcased so well. And just the team, the Suicide Squad. This is my favorite interpretation of the Suicide Squad yet. Like, I really love this interpretation. Like, I like James Gunn's interpretation, but this one is a little better. But yeah, guys, some of your thoughts on this episode down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Justice League Unlimited reaction and review. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.